was the button?
Oh damn! Well, the music stopped really unexpected. Well, how y'all doing?
Terrible.
That stopped really unexpected. But how y'all doing? My name is Jeremiah. What's going on?
I'm Lil John.
Kaya.
Back again for another episode of the Heated Podcast. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on all episodes. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Anchor. Well, not Anchor. Amazon,
Amazon.
Overcast, Goody Podcast, Google Podcast, all that. Follow us on all your social medias, repost, all that. You feel me? So let's keep growing with us as we grow with you, as we like to say over here
Facts.
at the Heated Podcast. But getting right off to it, NBA news, NBA has definitely been popping off now. That this is the time where the NBA shapes out itself. They say these games matter the most in the playoffs. The playoffs, the play-in, all that. The play-in has been the most recent thing that's been going on in the NBA. I really just want to know what has been your overall reactions, thoughts, comments on the play-in. What have you thought about the play-in games? Were you excited? Were you sad? What were your overall thoughts about the play-in tournament? Who wants to start it up?
Yeah, I'll start first. Well, first, it's not that bad of an idea to an extent. Oh my God, you okay?
I'm sorry.
Spasm,
You know,
Tourette's. But
don't do that.
just want to know,
I'll treat you on that.
you okay?
Hey,
All
go
right.
ahead, man.
But like I was saying, I could see both point of views on how it could be good and bad. Like on the good side, it's like you really felt like your team deserved the chance to make the playoffs, and now you got an opportunity to really make the playoffs and really like put a stamp on the map. And then on the other side, it's like, damn, like can we get these over with? Like we know we got a feeling who's gonna make it to the finals. Let's get to that part yet. And it's like that's taking all day, and it's like more players getting arrested. That adds to it because other things going on. But I could just see both point of views on like how it could be good and bad, and that's just my thoughts.
Okay. Well, my reactions to the play-in tournament, I would say, it's been a lot of good games. Surprisingly, I was surprised by some of these games, like even OKC and Pelicans the other night. That was a actual good game. You saw everything you wanted to see. You saw guys defending, which you don't see nowadays. You saw guys diving for the ball, playing hard. You saw guys really going after the hidden shots, playing inside and outside. You saw the full package of what an NBA game looks like. It's supposed to look like. You got all the stars besides Zion Williamson, of course.
Yeah.
But it was an overall pretty good game. You saw games like with Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
You saw those guys out
Hater.
there doing their thing, even though it was really I'm gonna say that for later. But
Mm.
you know, it was a lot of mixed emotions. Obviously, my mixed emotions, the sad part when the Heat lost to the Hawks, you know, and that in itself was
Salty.
something that I just said to myself like, it happens.
It happens to
It happens.
the Hawks though.
No, because
It was expected.
let me tell you this. Let me be real with you and tell you this.
Yeah, tell me your honest thoughts.
Let me tell you this. For one,
Okay.
the Heat's biggest problem has always been and has been losing the weak teams. They've been doing this all season long. The Heat have been losing the weak teams. They can beat the big teams. I'm talking about the top-notch teams. They'll destroy them. They'll blow them out by 20 if you really watch the games. But the teams like the Hawks, teams under 500, the Magic, the Wizards, they'll lose the teams. And people have lost so many money, including myself, like that on FanDuel,
I mean,
just betting on games like that. So it's like the Heat got it straightened up right there. But that was something that was like some of my thoughts when it came to the playing. Those were some of my reactions. It was a mixed emotions, I guess you could say. But Kaya, what were your thoughts? What were your overall reactions to the playing tournament?
It was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch.
For real?
And then it had, the suspense element, overtime,
hell yeah.
close games. Like, it's like, okay. And then it's like, these are teams that, are not the most favorite teams, too.
Right.
Of course.
Like, they're not, like, very popular. They're smaller market teams. Thunder and the Pelicans, like, but it was a great game. Great game. So, I just like it. I like it. Is it like fight for the spot?
Yeah.
Fight for it.
Facts.
It's entertaining. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
I see
Decent. I like the perspective. I like the take on it. Them games definitely was definitely busting. Even right now, the Miami Heat playing, the Timberwolves was playing. I'm not trying to date the episode or anything, but you know, it's going once by the time y'all see this episode, the Miami Heat should be in the playoffs, and you know, things will all be corrected. Things will all
You better hope the Bulls don't.
the world
for real.
the world will
Spank
align
that.
with itself. The world
Came back
will
from a
align
19-point
and
deficit.
you know,
Don't let Zach LaVine get warm now.
No, for real.
anyway, worry about
Max Levine.
Light
Max
skin.
Levine. That's the one. That's the one. He playing like it.
Not my words. Not my words. Other
Hey
people's.
man,
Sound like a hater.
heat all the way.
Oh my God.
Heat all the way. Heat all the way.
Couldn't even beat the Atlanta Hawks
Corn.
Like I said,
with the ice cold Trae Young.
like I said, man,
Mm.
it
Ice
happens. It happens.
The
The
offense was bad.
Heat has that
Defense
problem.
was bad.
But since we speaking about disappointments, you know, I started off being the next question. What are your biggest disappointments looking back on the NBA season? What have been your biggest disappointments? Just 2 or 3 disappointments from the NBA season. I would start off by saying the Miami Heat for one, obviously. The Miami Heat, not as like an organization, but not just Jimmy Butler. My disappointment with the Heat has been the cast of the Heat, the supporting players. So I'm looking at, for one, you got a bunch of undrafted players.
Are you talking about Jimmy Butler and the Temptations, right?
You wanted that to stick?
I'm just saying, man.
You wanted that to stick?
Jimmy Butler is
that was
obviously
hilarious.
I beg your pardon.
that was hilarious. Like that was
Hey. Everybody can't be David Ruffin. I'm
The
sorry.
B team.
you know.
No, for real.
I just gotta
Damn!
amazing.
Mm.
But
Okay.
anyway, back to reality. Like I said,
Illusion.
the cast of the Heat is what has disappointed me the most. One of the things that disappointed me the most. The cast of the Heat. You got a bunch of undrafted players like Max Strus, like a Duncan Robinson, like you got Orlando Robinson. There's a bunch of Hayward Highsmith,
Orlando
Gabe
Robinson.
Vincent. See, I know
Who?
these are names you do not know about, but
Who?
these are a bunch of undrafted players. That's why they're undrafted. You know, but these guys have not lived up to what they're supposed to be doing, in my opinion. Not in my, but it's factual. They have not lived up. You got Duncan Robinson with a $90 million contract, and he's on the bench half the time. Like,
He
what is
making
that?
money.
Making money. I wish I could do that in my job.
Stole that money. Be on the bench.
Hey,
Oh, we know who stole the real money. though.
hey, man, it is
No
what
facts.
it is. It is what it is.
We know who shoveled over that max contract and did nothing.
Wait, who?
Benjamin Simmons.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's worse.
And Tobias.
That's worse.
Tobias here, he's off and on. The
Tobias
Sixers-
Harris over me.
Speaking of
He's a good
them,
player.
the Sixers are my number one disappointment. Even though they're in the playoffs,
They are number
Real.
one.
James Harden is like, y'all gonna see it on national TV. I ain't gotta say too much.
But he just him and Joel that like the first. He's the
It's
assist
the
leader.
playoffs.
He's the assist
It's
leader.
the playoffs.
But I mean, hey, it's different though.
He ain't never showed up ever. So now
Wait,
he gonna
ever?
change.
For real.
Ever? You talking about Houston? So Houston, James Harden wasn't going crazy in the playoffs. I'm not saying like he wasn't going like he slow. His team, the organization was not putting no supporting characters around him. He tried with Chris Paul, that didn't work.
No, it was
tried with-
it was that 1 year when he's playing all that ISO ball in
Yeah,
the playoffs. What are you doing?
he trying to carry. Put
What
the
are
team
you
on his back.
doing?
He really.
But you talking about? So you saying he's the James? You said the Sixers are your disappointment, biggest
Mhm.
disappointment.
because of James Harden.
Because James Harden.
Oh my god.
That's your biggest.
He's so
disappointment.
mid.
That
He
is-
is so mid right now. And like I'm waiting for this playoff to like just expose it all.
I mean, this is best team yet. So
It's gonna be Joel Embiid doing all the work. Like
I can see what you're saying. That.
Damn.
I can see that. I can see that.
so you think Joe? Damn.
and Tyrese Maxey, but it's just like Tyrese Maxey on and off.
Yeah,
They don't
he's still young. He's still trying to.
but they
Find his way.
got to kind of easy, well not easy, but they facing a decent opponent, the Nets. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Because in that
Nobody gonna be able to stop Joel Embiid on the Nets, of course.
Sure. They
Yeah.
gonna try.
Yeah.
But
Claxton.
Like
bye.
No, for real. I'm like, nah. That man got dunked on like 3 times in the game.
I ain't gonna do that. Don't do that to him. Like
Oh.
I'm just saying when it comes to the Heat, like I'll talk about the undrafted players and everything. Like the definition of undrafted, in my opinion, like if you how you define undrafted players, literally, you're undrafted, so you should be playing at a different level. You should be playing. You should be hustling harder. You should
So-
be diving for the ball. You should be playing like your life
You
depends
always
on
got
it.
to work for your spot.
You're undrafted.
Yeah, that's
So you should be always looking to prove yourself. I'm sure UD is telling because he was undrafted too.
It's a lot of. It was plenty of undrafted players that didn't
Ben
play.
Wallace,
Fred.
a bunch of these, a lot of these guys. So it's like I'm seeing, it's not enough care. And then you got, let's go down the list of the team. You got Bam. I love Bam, but it seemed like a lot of guys. It seemed like a lot of guys are playing for their numbers. Like even when he's like the beginning, I knew I should have called this out, but I didn't want to because I still had faith in the Heat. I knew that Bam might be playing for numbers when he said, "I want to make the All-Star team this year. All-Star, please take me." He was basically begging to the camera, like, I'm like, Bam, what are you doing? It's not about the All-Star game. We trying to get to the playoffs. Right now, you're not playing good. So it's like you see a bunch of guys. You got Tyler Hero, he got his money. You got all these different guys playing, but they not playing together, in my opinion.
He the only person
Tyler
that
Hero-
deserved the money, though. He be hooping.
He do.
Everybody
Sometimes.
else just be coming out there just, oh my God.
It was my opinion. I feel like Jimmy Butler should just transfer it to Tyler Hero. Really, I mean, Tyler
Yes,
Hero.
that's why you don't run anything.
I'm just
'Cause
saying.
you just talk.
I'm just saying.
You just talk.
Get out of Miami.
You just talk.
Get out of Miami, man.
So that was one of my biggest disappointments. Obviously, the cast of the Heat not living up to potential, not playing the way they supposed to play. But then my other disappointment, I would probably say this is my only two. My other disappointment, I would say, would definitely be the Lakers or the LeBron James fans. Because really, I've been going hard on the Lakers fans, but it's really not. It's really not the Lakers fans. It's really not the Lakers fans. It's really LeBron James fans. It's really LeBron James fans.
What?
So my biggest issue has been like the LeBron James franchise, that LeBron currently plays for.
He hasn't even played that much this whole season.
It's been that French. I'm not going at the fans. I'm literally going at the team. Cause like let's think about it. Let me make it make sense.
Make it make sense, please.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. Where that come from?
Let me talk.
Where that come from?
Let me talk. Let me
What?
talk. Let me talk. Rudy.
Two different teams.
Rudy Gobert is disqualified to almost benefit the Lakers at the right time. Who gets ejected?
Please.
Who gets suspended
from?
Who gets suspended? Who gets suspended from the play-in? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? That don't seem kind of off.
Nobody
to you?
saw Rudy Gobert to go out there and punch nobody.
You get suspended.
You saw what he just did.
You get suspended from the playing game, the game that you need to get into the playoffs. They
It was
suspend you
such
from
a
that.
difference maker. Rudy Gobert is just
Yeah,
that.
and believe me,
Rudy Gobert be hooping.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh my God. You a liar.
Yes, yes.
Because first of all, you be telling me you don't like.
No, listen.
He don't like Rudy.
Listen.
He don't like Rudy himself.
I can speak for myself.
He Kevin.
No, I can say this. I'm not saying Rudy is some all-world player.
Anthony Davis will put him in a trash can and take him
You're
out.
right.
He been doing that.
If AD doesn't get put in the
That's
trash
not
can
the
himself,
difference
'cause
maker.
because he fragile. But I'm not here for that. I'm just saying.
Ain't they in the playoffs?
Rudy would have made a difference. Rudy would have made a
No, he
difference.
would- no.
he would have made it.
Not that
All
big
them
of a
easy,
difference.
shots that AD was getting. I think he would have made a difference.
The game was still close.
Honestly, you don't. But just think about it. Think it objectively. Don't think from a LeBron James
Are you
fan.
thinking if Rudy Gobert's in the game, they're gonna get blown out, or it's just gonna make AD's game a little bit more hard? No,
I'm
he's
not even
gonna
going on that.
he's gonna dominate him.
I'm just saying. Think about it.
Man.
Why was he suspended from that game in particular?
Oh goodness.
I mean,
Mind you, they had a day or two before they could have said, you know what, give you some type of correction after. We ain't got to suspend you for this game, the game that you need to get into the play-in.
I mean, he couldn't play.
Why would they
That
do
was
it now?
literally the next game.
I mean,
Why would they do it right now?
But the thing about it,
They
he
ain't
couldn't.
skip no games.
He couldn't.
I'm
even
just
play
saying, they
anyway,
could have
though.
figured out another way to do this.
Technically, he couldn't play anyway because he had fractured his hand right after.
That was Jaden McDaniels.
It was him too.
Now that's a piece.
That was
That's a
Jaden.
piece that they needed for sure.
That was
Like,
Jaden.
no.
Jaden, he was
I
silly
heard
for
it
that.
was-
I don't know why he
He
did
was
that.
very
He
silly.
punched the wall. Yeah,
You
that-
punching
he was stupid.
walls.
Like, what-
This
I'm like,
WWE.
grown
what are you
man,
doing?
grown man,
Okay,
ladies and
Amari
gentlemen.
Stoudemire.
Like-
Like, dang.
Yeah, I don't know who you thought he was. I thought
Let me look this up.
niggas be too dramatic.
But no.
But that
I'm
was
not-
just suspicious to me. I'm just
I'm
telling the
not.
audience to
Not
think about
buying
it.
that.
He trying
You
to
know.
put the pieces together.
That's all I'm saying.
You're really trying to.
That's all I'm saying. So
Make it make sense.
I was disappointed that I felt like the league was helping the Lakers, well, LeBron James fans get by, and I'm not liking it at all. I'm not liking it. And the way let me tell you right now, if I see the Lakers If the LeBron James fans
What?
get into the finals, I promise you, I'm done with the league.
They got a good
smells
chance.
Like
I'm
we
done
have
with the
a
league.
hater in the room.
Not a hater.
Very.
Just
No, it's giving hate because
well, we can give a lot of things, you know.
he don't even
We
got
give
that
love.
much.
We give
know
love
that-
over here.
I don't feel like they're gonna make it that far.
I mean,
Personally, I don't think so. When it's
I don't think so
So,
either.
so they did make
I
it that
feel
far.
like-
You wouldn't.
You don't find that suspicious?
no, I would be very shocked.
You would be
Honestly,
shocked. You wouldn't.
I would be shocked.
You wouldn't
I
think
mean,
something messed up in the league. You
they
wouldn't
not
think something
really-
messed up?
Austin, oh, don't get me
if
started.
you look at
Don't get me
the
started.
if we look at the playoff bracket, I mean, they kind of decent though. They got a decent chance.
Yeah.
Cause I mean,
But it's like
they face Memphis, and I feel like they can beat Memphis.
Okay, Memphis. Okay, nobody likes Memphis for real. So it's
Everybody
like,
don't like
No, we
Memphis
just don't
right
like Dylan Brooks.
that makes us not like the whole team.
Yeah.
And then John Morant.
I like Ja.
Yeah. And I like Ja.
I like
Ja.
John Morant, but it's like dang,
Yeah.
all that stuff and like it's like
It's too much going on.
It's too much going on their side of the floor. So it's like if
Desmond
Lakers
Bain
beat them,
quiet as hell.
Cool.
Yeah.
But what
Bruh.
come next after that? I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know about
They-
the second round. First
Uh-huh.
round they could probably make it out.
All
I
I'm
mean, who
saying-
they- let me check.
All I'm
I
saying,
gotta
we
check
gonna
all
get
this.
to that. We
It's
gonna
a
get to that.
rivalry though. Everything is a rivalry.
All I'm
It's
saying-
playoffs.
It's the script.
All I'm saying is if that's what it look like. All I'm saying is if they get to the doggone Western Conference Finals, I'm gonna find some suspicion. And if they go to the finals, I'm done with the league. I'm saying it right now
Yeah.
because this is not good for your product. I know, Adam. You think that's good for the brand? It's not. It's gonna tank it down. It's gonna tear it down. Leave
They're
the
gonna
past
have
in
to
the past.
sell like 14 games straight for them to get to the finals.
Hey, I've seen worse.
I mean, they're gonna have to make the worst calls ever to the
I
point
mean-
where they're gonna have to get investigated.
corruption
I mean,
is corruption.
they already being corrupted anyway. It's not even for LeBron fans.
But to throw a playoff series for the Lakers,
I wouldn't say it's not possible because of rest period.
I'm just saying, think objectively. That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
Think
Like,
objectively.
it's
I'm
just
not saying it
because-
is. I'm just saying think.
it's a lot of because it's been a lot of refs that's just been corrupted and just cruel and just messed up. Because
good luck getting past KD. That's all I'm gonna say.
no facts.
Hey, man.
That man got a
He got a
haircut.
haircut. It's
Oh,
go
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, I seen
Go
that.
time, show
I
time.
mean-
He ain't got the BDBs no more.
No more.
No.
They gone. Y'all, he got a clean head.
I seen
said,
that.
Who was
I mean-
that?
I seen that.
Nah,
I seen
for real.
that.
I said,
That
that's Kevin.
That's Slim,
That was
that's
decent.
Slim Reaper right there. Stop playing
That was
with him.
decent. No, but those are my biggest disappointments. You said your disappointment was what again?
James Harden / the Sixers. Ben Simmons for sure. Like, I kind of just wanted him to come back up, but
Yeah.
no.
Decent.
I don't know because y'all can't lie. His timeline is sketchy.
What
His
you mean?
timeline is sketchy.
What you mean?
Like from where he was to where he is now.
Mm.
That timeline is so sketchy
Right.
because in the middle of it, he just threw in a back surgery. You ain't played. What
Yeah.
back injury do you have?
That's why I say it's
And
up
it be
here.
the-
It's up
it's
here
been
with
the
It's
him.
same.
up there, and you
And we
could have
talked
probably
about this.
said that.
It's
You
up
probably
here.
could have said that or something. Like,
talked
you
about
know,
it.
Yeah,
too.
but it's like
I got to
he
get
too
my
young.
mind together. But no.
It's all uphill with him. Ben, I said it. We said it in the episode, the mental health episode. I said, Ben,
It's real
if
though.
you're not good, you shouldn't even be playing.
Yes.
Just give it up. Just say, listen, I can't play in the league no more. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, okay, at least he admitted what his problem is. He done. He ain't just collecting a check just to be collecting a check. Because you basically holding teams hostage. And I'm usually pro player, but in that instance, I can't really side with the player because that ain't right. That's not right to the team. That's not right to the fans.
Just sitting down collecting a check.
Fans,
Fans.
you know.
Millions.
And then the Chicago Bulls is my last one.
Why the Chicago Bulls?
Oh,
I used to love DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine together.
Right.
it's been.
But I feel like
it
this
was one season.
they've been underperforming so bad.
I agree.
So bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
We sh-
do
we-
something. Like, at
we
least
should've done better.
It's two of y'all. If one don't perform, the other one at least can perform. They both don't be performing. And it's just like, what are we going to do?
I noticed about
I don't
DeFrozen
know.
for a long time.
DeFrozen.
He's been that.
Yeah, but the Pat Bev effect just got here.
Okay.
And, he's
Please
under-
don't make that.
We're undefeated in the play-in. So
I rock with Pat Bev, but hell no. Knock it off.
come on up.
Hell no.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Shout out
we,
to you,
we
Lord.
came back. We was down 19. Came back from that. That felt real good. Zach
Yeah.
LaVine aimed to drop 40.
He is the play-in tournament MVP, so that's the only thing that had me concerned when we was going into this game. Miami was going to this game with the Bulls tonight. I said,
Yeah.
we going against the play-in MVP.
I mean,
That man-
we swept y'all in the regular
Not
season.
the playing
So-
MVP.
he was crying, everything. So I'm
No,
kinda-
when he cried, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
I was like, Pat Bev,
oh my
bro.
god.
He's locked in.
I don't need that. I said, Jimmy better check that aggression at the door. 'Cause I don't know what this guy gonna pull.
No, he gonna be all for it.
You know.
He all for it.
But you said the Bulls and the Sixers.
Bulls, Sixers, Ben Simmons. Yeah.
Gotcha. What's been your biggest disappointments this season? Top two or three?
just going based off what Kaya just said, like first my Bulls, they was underperforming because I mean I ain't realize because that's what made me realize like what made me look into the organization and start really analyzing the game and start understanding how certain players really affect players like the whole as a whole team. Like for example, when Lonzo Ball was here, we was on a roll, 10-game winning streak.
What?
We was going crazy.
Yeah, what
I was
happened to
like-
Lonzo
I was
Ball?
like,
Where is he
new-
at?
New Bulls? Who this?
For real, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Where
we
is
going
Lonzo?
crazy right
He
now.
hurt.
He been hurt. I'm like,
No,
did he
been
get kicked
hurt
out
for
the
like
league?
2 seasons because of
Yeah.
a knee injury, and it's
Yeah.
not getting better.
Damn.
Yeah.
He had his like third surgery this year.
I bet they blaming it on the shoes.
Nah, they blaming it like they starting to give us.
baller.
Sorry,
No,
LeVar.
No, it's not
I'm
even
not
that.
blaming you. I'm just saying I know where they gonna go with it.
No,
I know where
they-
they gonna go with
They
it.
No,
gonna
they-
say the shoes.
No,
Exactly.
You know what they saying though? They saying it's like the Bulls point guard curse.
What you mean?
The knee injury.
It's been not Jason. What's
Ben Gordon.
not Ben Gordon. It's been obviously Derrick Rose, and Jay Williams,
Mhm.
and now Lonzo.
But Jay Williams did it to himself.
Jay Williams got into that.
He on a
accident,
motorcycle. He had no business getting. They told him not to get on there. I'm not trying. That's sad, but
Have
still,
y'all seen his documentary?
it's his fault.
I ain't
No.
seen that.
Well, it's
I know
not really
that's-
a documentary. It's
know it's
like
sad, though.
It's like a little show on ESPN. It was like a couple years ago where he coached these kids in New Jersey.
Jay
Like,
Will.
Yep. And he was telling his story about how he was playing for the Bulls and all this. And he said fast life just caught up to him and he was out riding that motorcycle and
Tweaking.
got into an accident.
I heard that.
Yeah.
They said they told him not to get on it too. So
Mhm. And now he using, his story to tell kids, like it ain't a game after leave this,
Right.
like high school, because high school's so structured, and then they drop you off into the real world. And it's just like,
Yep.
oh, okay. And if you go to the NBA, money,
You ain't
women,
you're
like
not used to that.
it's so much. If you're not used to that, you don't know what to do. So
right.
it's just
Makes
easy to
sense.
get wrapped up. So yeah, just
that's
wanna
real.
throw that out there.
Shout out to Jay Real, by the way.
Yeah,
Stood up
sure.
for Kyrie that one time. I was like, stood 10 toes down. He was
Real-
like the only
real
guy
guy.
that stood up. I was
Yeah.
like, Jay Real? You? Out of all people?
No facts.
But you said your disappointment was Bulls.
Just the Bulls. That's what I'm saying. Just that. Like I felt like we should have been like in a higher seed. Like we should have
If
like.
we had Lonzo Ball, we would.
That's what I'm saying. Like I felt like we could have like if we had Lonzo Ball, we would have been top 3. I felt like we would have. But without Lonzo Ball, because I didn't realize how effective he was, like as making us better, we should have been because I had high hopes. I mean, Zach signed that max contract, and and then he was like he came out.
Oh, that's what y'all talking about when y'all say Max Levine.
You didn't get it the first
I was
time?
like, who? I'm thinking y'all talking about Mad Max. What are y'all talking about?
No, Max Levine. Max
Oh.
contract is Zach Levine.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't know if he need that, but
Max Levine.
That's what I'm
Sit
saying.
your ass.
He signed that because it was trying to get stressful before that free agency, but he signed it, and we was all hyped. Like,
no, everybody was like trade everybody.
the only
They was trying to get
talking
Kevin Durant. They was like trade the whole team. for
sign
Kevin
trade,
Durant.
like for
That's
real,
crazy.
trade for Kevin. Like damn.
Kevin wasn't going.
Kevin was not coming.
Kevin would have
here.
been out there that 1 year. He would have
I mean-
pulled a Kawhi Leonard, played
Hey,
for
I
1
mean-
year and left.
Sure.
That is so messy.
Don't say that.
He would have.
That's messy, ain't it?
Like I would.
Nobody want to come to the Bulls
No, I mean like
or staying
yeah.
for 1 year and leaving.
yeah, ain't that that's like crazy? Like why would you?
I mean, at least LeBron gives it 3 years.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Like you
Yeah.
knew that's where he wasn't going to be. You got a championship. You won out of it.
It's a land. I know, but it's just
Yeah.
weird. Like
That is weird.
you
No,
win a championship.
it's
and
not
then you
loyal.
Like,
Not
oh
respect.
well, I'm just leaving, and now you in a shithole.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Unfortunately,
I don't buy it, but go ahead.
Raptors ain't going nowhere.
But, well, another thing, which is kind of like, I kind of like mismatched or like I have mixed feelings
What you got mixed feelings on?
which I guess we finna talk about this later. But with Jokic, there's a chance he could be getting his 3rd MVP. And I was watching Boogie Cousins talk about this, and he made me think like he gonna be on pace to get his 3rd MVP, and he hasn't even won a championship yet. And that makes you think like
Oh, I seen that. You sent me that.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it does make you think like, damn, is this the best player that ever played, or like is this the? I mean,
Obviously,
you
not.
gotta put him. You know what I'm
You have
saying?
a very dominant game. You're not the best to touch the flow though.
Exactly. So it's like,
You're
How you-
dominant.
how do you do that? Like, no one has ever won like 3 MVPs in a row. Like
I don't think they're gonna give it to him.
I'm not saying he don't deserve one.
No, I'm not. I'm no.
He definitely.
And it won't be racist, Kendrick
But I mean,
Perkins.
damn.
Please don't
Come
do
on.
that.
He
Please
playing,
stop.
Like he playing that good, and
It
it's
won't
like
be racist if he gets the MVP.
his
Stop.
team is in a good seed.
Racism.
Stupid.
That's goofy.
Give anybody a
Weird.
job.
Literally, if you in the NBA, you can get on ESPN.
But they
Nah,
know,
facts.
but they NBA players though.
Set for life after that retirement.
I mean, you don't really have to do anything after if you don't want to.
Yeah, disappear.
unless you blow all your money being goofy.
Yeah, correct.
Then you got to.
Delonte West.
Damn. We know what that was.
Yeah, we do.
We ain't gonna
we
speak
don't gotta
on
say
it.
it.
We
We
ain't
ain't gotta speak on it. We understood. They gotta
Don't say
be
nothing. Do not have to say nothing.
I think
Yeah.
our viewers know too.
You
Yeah.
man, you gonna let that man come after us?
Mr. James.
Stop.
Yeah. He's gonna be Vic. I just go look at Vic Reigns from Baby Boy. That's basically what's gonna be taking place, without the chokehold.
Boy,
Yeah.
boy.
But you saying the MVP race disappointed you?
Yeah, like, this whole MVP race is like, it's kind of getting boring because it's the same. It's been the same three contenders for a minute now, like Joel, Giannis. And I mean, Jason Tatum was fun seeing him up there for a little bit, but
he
now
started messing up.
he went down to fifth, and it's like, damn, it's the same three people. So, hey, it kind of makes you think like, damn, who's gonna really be the true face in the NBA once, like, LeBron and KD leave? And that's what I was thinking of.
It's up for grabs at that point.
Hell yeah.
It's
Because
gonna be up for grabs. It could be anybody's any night.
I got a
Exactly.
good idea, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna let it simmer out for a little bit. But no,
Okay.
that's good though.
and then my last team, I would definitely got to say is the Mavs.
Man,
So
Them boo boo.
I think everybody was disappointed. In them.
Zero defense.
Nah, for real, that's ridiculous.
Zero
you
offense. Luka carried the whole.
you trade for
Yeah.
Kyrie,
and he do nothing.
and he didn't do nothing. And I mean, it's not like he didn't do nothing. He got his buckets, but he didn't make them better.
No, they gotta retool that team. That team is not because it's not Kyrie or Luka fault.
Cause Kyrie a weapon. He's
It's
not
neither-
really a leader.
No, but it's not his fault though that they lost. It's literally not his fault.
I mean, it's not.
It's because some people try to say, see, Kyrie, he went to this team. He try to build that narrative like Kyrie's just so bad. He is not the reason they lost.
They traded all their,
They
their
put
defense.
all their defense. They have no rim protection at all.
Zero.
At all. And then I don't know what, not trying to knock Jason Kidd, but why you never play JaVale McGee? I know we clown JaVale, but JaVale is a way better shot blocker than Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell can't even get up off the ground barely.
Yeah, he beat
He's just
them
tall.
Dwight
At least
Powell's
JaVale
soft.
can block a shot.
No facts.
You know,
Come on.
I
they
mean,
have no rim protection.
on
They
top
have
of-
no
They
defenders.
Hey,
let
Christian
PJ
Wood.
Washington score 35 on them.
They can't get a
They
stop.
hardly been letting Christian Wood play.
They can't stop
And
nobody. He can't stop nobody
He
either.
can't stop. Like he's
He be pissing me off. He didn't cost me some money
Yes.
because he can't stop nobody.
Hey, I
can't
mean,
get no
when
rebounds.
he was
can't score
with
no
Houston,
points.
he was doing this thing.
In Houston, yeah, because you can do anything on
Yeah.
Houston.
Nah, facts.
They're offensive minded team.
It's a
You got
free-for-all.
D'Antoni.
No, for real. We suck. You might as well get my
That's
buckets.
playground basketball.
That is.
You go pick up at the local LA Fitness. Hey, you want to run? Want to run?
Hey,
The LA Rockets.
you see Jalen
It's
Green
about
going
LA
crazy.
Rockets. Right. No, that's real. That's real. Well, I guess my last question. It's been a decent episode. My last question. We're going to figure out, because I got to find the list. I wrote this down somewhere. We're going to do,
A list.
yes, a list. It's a
Okay.
list. It's basically going to be,
Three hours later.
don't do that. It ain't even that. It's first round predictions.
Oh,
We making first round predictions. That's all we doing.
Should we look at the playoff bracket?
That's why I wrote it down. But if you want to actually give a visual for the people that's actually looking on YouTube, do you want to do that? Do you think that's
I
necessary?
don't need that.
Or I can just read it myself
I mean,
since we are listening.
Just read it. We just, you
Alright.
going bracket by bracket, right?
yeah,
It's just first round.
Okay,
all
go
right,
ahead.
just making sure for the
Yeah, I know-
viewers.
I know what I'm
Do
doing.
it for the viewers.
I got this, man.
All right,
I wrote it down. I said to pull it up.
lead it right,
Yeah, I am going to lead it right. You just follow. That's why it's Chiefs and it's Indians. Remember that.
boy. Get him out of here.
Anyway,
Chiefs, Indians, and then
yeah,
I ain't gonna say the rest.
you got Chiefs, Indians, and Patrick Mahomes. They ain't get that.
Crickets.
I mean, where's that?
That one ain't lit. Hey, you gotta try. You gotta keep just shooting and trying. You gotta keep trying. Whereas when you try them jokes. But anyway, no, it's
Don't be late.
timing is off.
Please don't
Timing
be
is off.
late.
That's comedic timing. Got to be on point. You off. You're done. You're finished. So first round picks, we got, and you just let me know who you think gonna win. You can probably give a why if you want to, but really just who you think gonna win.
Why?
Yeah, if you want to, if you feel like you're that passionate about the series, go ahead.
Mm.
So first round, we got Cleveland or New York. Who you got?
Cleveland.
I kind of got New York.
New York.
Yeah, because I could just see that it's gonna be so hyped in that building.
It is.
And I already know
They're
they.
gonna be disappointed too.
No, that man Julius.
Choke.
Not Julius. No, Julius. He might break out. He might break out because they got more experience now. So I trust him this time. And Jalen Brunson, he got experience. So you already know he finna go crazy. So That's because of that man right there. Donovan Mitchell only gonna do so much.
Please.
The rest of
do
this
so
team-
much and drop 71.
I'm
They-
saying, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's not just scoring empty calorie stats. His
Them
points
points
actually matter.
them points don't count. Them points don't count that time because them refs cheated us. I don't
Yeah,
care.
okay. He's
Nah,
still okay.
he
What?
edged y'all out.
4 points. 4 points shaved off. He still
20
dropped
points
60.
shaved off. Hell no.
Jimmy
Still
could never.
dropped 40.
Jimmy could
What
never.
drops?
He would never
Shit.
let that happen to him.
That's too much.
But I got
Right.
Cleveland. I got Cleveland in that series. You said you got New
I
York.
got Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay,
tweaking.
I got
Cleveland looks more solid on the solid end of things.
They better shoot. They better.
I respect it. All right, 76ers or the Brooklyn Nets. I got the 76ers.
Sixers.
Sixers.
We all knew that.
Hell no.
They already say the Nets just
I say-
happy to be here.
I
Happy to be
say
here, man.
they like in 6 games because they might just be overconfident.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I can see them doing. I can see them tweaking like one game, messing up. Like, no, I'm gonna say nothing. I can see it going 6 games, just on some tweak type stuff.
for real.
Or
Joel-
Joel might just go in, just go crazy and
I
say,
say
hell no.
5.
I can see that too.
I can see
I
that.
say 5. They at least win. Nets will probably win.
I can see them tweaking at least twice though. I know they got that spirit of tweaking on them over at the 76ers.
The last time they sweep
Talking about the
somebody.
spirit.
They got the spirit of tweaking on them. Just be tweaking.
Do.
Oh Lord, now my phone don't want to unlock. Okay, there we go. So Boston or Atlanta?
Boston, they gonna
Come
wipe
on
the
now.
floor.
I was like, I had to ask. It's the first round. I gotta ask.
Be real, dog. Be real.
Hey man,
They
Be
don't
real.
stand a chance.
Not a
That's sweep.
chance.
That's a
It's
sweep.
a sweep. I feel like it's definitely a sweep.
I'm gonna say Boston too. Obviously,
Do you say it's a sweep?
I think he's gonna win one. No, I think Trey gonna explode for like one crazy game. Just
It's
get
just
like
him.
a bunch of threes.
I mean, maybe.
Cause they got
It's in New York,
they got DeJounte
so-
too. Murray, he decent too. Oh Lord, that's my alarm. That's why I'm supposed to be waking up. For
Take
my
your
what's the name?
pills.
I'm supposed to be waking up for that. Wait, why is this? That's supposed to be set for later. What the? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I got Boston. All right, next we gotta get to these last 3. Suns or Clippers?
Suns.
Suns. Yeah. No, I got take it back. I got the Clippers. I ain't go front.
No Paul George.
Oh, never mind. Suns. Never mind. But no, never mind. Clippers.
They said
Kawhi
they
effect.
said maybe. They
Kawhi
said
effect.
maybe he might
He
come
gonna
back.
miss one game. That's what I
Kawhi
heard.
effect.
They still. You don't think the Suns gonna beat the Clippers?
I think Kawhi gonna take it over.
I mean,
If Kawhi's healthy, he gonna win it.
Kevin
If Ka-
Durant is not going.
no,
I'm
if
sorry, he's
a
not
healthy
going.
Kawhi, yeah, not thinking about a healthy Kawhi could like slow them down.
I'm telling you,
Devin Booker.
play this back. Kawhi,
I mean, Devin Booker,
Kawhi
he
gonna
gonna-
go off.
I feel like Devin Booker and PG gonna cancel each other
The
out.
only thing I'm worried
So-
about is like the big like DeAndre Ayton. Oh, they should have got another person.
But I mean, shit, Zubac, what are you gonna do?
I'm saying.
Don't play with him.
Yeah,
Don't ever play with him.
He's slight.
That one game he had like 27 rebounds. Don't play with him.
He's slight,
Saying.
but I mean, DeAndre Ayton, no.
He be tweaking. I don't like him.
Hey.
I don't know. We gonna see.
Kings or Golden State. That's gonna be
I'm
a
gonna
crazy
say,
series.
I'm gonna just say Golden State, but I know that's gonna go
I'm gonna
crazy.
say Golden State too.
I say
I'm taking
7
The Kings.
that's 7
I'm
games.
sorry, I'm taking the Kings. They
Shit.
want it.
I know they do. They
got
young
Golden
as hell,
Sabonis.
but I mean, a veteran experience.
But yes, they do have a lot.
I think
more
Dre gonna
experience.
bother him. He gonna
Yeah.
bother him a lot.
De'Aaron
Yeah.
Fox, I gotta see. This is gonna be their first time in the.
Oh no. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I will take the work.
I got the Warriors.
I'm saying,
I'm gonna just sit on the Kings.
a healthy
but-
Golden State
It
team.
might go 7 games.
This is
all
a
the time.
healthy Golden State team.
Yeah.
Y'all realize
I
that.
got Golden State.
Andrew is back.
I know. Golden State.
Come on now.
All right, so LeBron James fans or the Lakers or Memphis?
I'm taking Lakers.
Lakers.
Lakers are 4.
I got Memphis.
Okay, I'm not saying in 4. That ain't no.
I got
sweep.
Memphis, but I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Lakers. All right. So last 2, Miami or Chicago? Miami, Heat all the way.
Chicago.
Chicago.
All right.
Chicago.
And
The
then
Bulls. What's the score?
Let me check this shit.
We'll find it out.
Let's get it.
Find it out. And this the last one. OKC or Minnesota?
Oh, damn, we tired.
OKC.
OKC. I got OKC. Minnesota
But-
gonna tweak. They be tweaking too much.
What's wrong with Anthony Edwards?
I mean,
I think he tweaked
this
his
is
arm. I
fir-
think he
this
tweaked
is
his shoulder.
This is first,
I think he tweaked his shoulder.
But he was. I mean, he sucked a little bit offensively in that game, but he still can't play decent defense though. He had like 3 steals in there, 4
Yeah.
blocks.
I think he tweaked his shoulder.
But they need the offense.
No facts.
They need that.
He needs something.
This is what. So that's when Rudy gonna come in handy.
I guess
Hey,
he gonna
Rudy
do
better
something.
do something, Lord.
No,
If
for
Rudy
real.
don't do nothing, take
He
him
better
out.
not be
Got to.
crying
He
again.
ain't got no choice. He gotta play. He
All he do
gotta
is cry.
Big light skin ass nigga. But
cry when he didn't make the All-Star team.
yeah, he was.
That was
That's why I really didn't rock when he did that. When he
7
started
foot.
crying,
Se-
he too
7
big to
foot.
be crying like that.
I let him go when he did this. It was like, oh,
Yeah, he's something else.
Oh my god!
shut the whole league down. Bye, Rudy.
Shut the whole.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
bad.
he
You
a
hate
menace.
him forever for that.
No,
That was
for real.
bad. That was bad.
He because of him we got the play in.
Yeah, basically.
Because of him.
Basically.
We got the bubble too.
Nah, for
Yeah.
real.
No, that was
Oh yeah, that's the closest y'all that he would ever get to the finals again.
right. Anyway, Heat
Yeah.
can prevail. We gonna win this. By the time y'all see this episode, the Heat will make it.
Mhm.
But no, we gonna close this one out. You know, we did definitely a good job. I would like to say, thanks for tuning in, watching us. You know, I'm trying to still work this and figure this out. But thanks for tuning in, watching us. Remember to grow with us as we grow with you. My name is Jeremiah.
Lord John.
Kaya.
It's the Heated Podcast. See y'all next time.
Gang.